Government name is Tyron, last name is Allen. Everyone calls me Tai Allen. Title, I'm a jazz singer and poet who is also a political wonk and strategist. I've lived in Bed-Stuy 33 years. I'm from Uptown and I love Harlem, but I would say Bed-Stuy is it's home. It's not our country, so we have to make space ours and the we are people. So if you're interesting, you make the place interesting. If you're loving, you make the place loving. If you're culturally attuned, you can make that space culturally attuned. And I say those three things because that's what Bed-Stuy is. It's interesting, people are loving, and it's culturally attuned. Bed-Stuy is also very political. You can't forget that. A lot of radical thought has come out of central Brooklyn. Recently, I can say what Chio say and the young progressives. Clinton Hills used to be Bed-Stuy, so gotta keep that in mind. So when cats moved to Bed-Stuy and Clinton Hills or Ocean Hill, it's all Bed-Stuy. That's where that thought comes from. You can see it in the music, you can see it in the activities. You can see it in our politicians. We don't always agree, but it's definitely, it's a spot for people to disagree in. I'm an asset because I'm an asset because I don't think linear. I'm always trying to imagine what works and doesn't work. I think my talent is that I try to see every angle, and even then I know I haven't seen them all. So I try to prepare for the angles that don't work. But it's always about backed against people. I want to help people. That is the whole point. It's not for money. If it was for money, I would have joined the firm. I want to be able to be myself and help those who want to help the people in the communities that I serve. I mean, I work outside of Bed-Stuy as well, but even in other areas, it has to be about helping people or I can't do the work. That's my asset. I use whatever's in my head to make sure that people are not just surviving, but can thrive in their communities. My best memory of Laundromat Project is sitting with Reese on the step and her explaining what she was doing and me totally not understanding what the hell she's talking about and her continuing to explain it, and then I finally got it. I was like, this is special. And to see from that innovative thought, that creative mind, to now it becoming an institution is a big deal, because oftentimes organizations only last as long as their principle. So to see it's now just an idea that Reese had. What's special to me is that she built, with the help of others, obviously, an actual institution in New York and Brooklyn that goes outside of Brooklyn and New York. That's a special memory. That's the most important. I think that might be the most important part of this organization, that it is not just based around a person. It was based around a thought that became bigger than the thought. Legacy is important for me. So to see legacy in action is important. 1999, we're a bunch of young people running through Brooklyn, running through the city, all trying to have these great ideas. And I've seen a bunch of ideas being created, but I haven't seen too many survive. So when Reese and the guys were starting ILP, literally going into laundromats, right? We had started a beer wine festival. It lasted 10 years, and that was it. This has lasted 20-something years. That's amazing. So to hear people talk about institution, not our organization, but an institution, made me happy to be in a room. Everything I talk about when it comes to Central Brooklyn is always about people. It's consistent. In some fashion, I'm talking about how people are interconnected, how they communicate, be it elder, be it young people. You have to talk about the people. If you're not discussing people, then you're not really discussing institutions, you're not discussing legacy, you're not discussing workable knowledge that could be passed across and down. Bed-Stuy is still a movement. Is just talk about how we're being pushed out. There's truth to that, but we're still here. If you go up and down Tompkins, it's a bunch of black women and brown women who own most of the spaces. If you head on to Malcolm X Boulevard, it is people of color, a lot of them women. So are we also having a conversation about how black and brown women, and also in our community, Asian women like Trad, and white women actually, who are up and down this community, who are making things happen. Or we can talk about the negative, how we're being pushed out and gentrification is happening. I'm more apt to talk about how we are building, how we can build more. I want you to make space for younger people to come in, who can come in and move us along. We need to bring new people in, inform them, encourage them, advise them, and then, move to Palm Beach.